were some of the biggest mentors in your life, Chrystal? And maybe a life lesson that's never left you that they taught you?
So, Sally Clarkson, who is a speaker, an author, a writer, who has a ministry primarily to moms, she offered like an intensive for speakers and writers. And so I was like, well, maybe I want to do that. I'd always wanted to write. It was an opportunity. It was not expensive. So I went. That led to an invitation to another intensive. And at that intensive, it was held in her home in Colorado. I had to give a 3-minute talk. After the 3-minute talk, she and another woman who were there to give feedback, they came to me and said, Chrystal, we don't think you understand what you have. And she said, and I said, well, I said, but I'm like Priscilla always was aiming towards communication. She majored in communication, started off early doing talks for corporate training for Zig Ziglar. She worked at a radio station. She's always been in communication. I'm a reader and a journaler and a feeler. And so writing was on my radar, not speaking. And Sally said to me, as she kind of nurtured me to walk in my giftings through her books and through her teachings over the years. But at that moment, she said, don't discount the 40 years you've been sitting in class on the front row. It had never occurred to me. Of course, I know I've been raised in a Christian home. Of course, I know my dad is an amazing preacher. But the way she stated that was, you are discounting the opportunities that you've had to grow, even if they've been passive. And the second lady that was with her said, you need to stop looking to validate who you are and accept who you already are and what you've already been given. And I think that is, I learned a lot from her speaking. I learned a lot from her writing, but more importantly, I learned to embrace what I have. That not only means the teaching that I've had being in church, listening to my dad as a preacher and learning how to construct a well put together talk because he does a great job with that. But it also has taught me to embrace what I have, the parts that people try to hide, because these are the best parts that we learn from.